yet are going to go ahead and oblige. That bomb is waiting over by A, but they're making a lot of noise over here at drop right now, Gambit. And it does look like, I mean, they do have the option to go for a split, but Doja's working his way back towards the B halls now with that bomb, and it does look like Gambit want to hit back towards that B site. Minute left on this clock. Couple of nades to work with. It's so key that Hobbit finds that opening kill, and he fails to do it. He only lives with 6 HP.
Oh, I love the fact that they have the Molotov still. Oh, Doja's going to put it out, actually. Going to land on the plateau. Config now running back out of the chicken coop, but he's going to get shot down. KEINE is gone as well. Now Rubino alone on the site with a UMP. Not exactly the weapon you'd want to try and defend against this many incoming players. It's also a 3-on-5, so even with 30 seconds left, they're in a great position here, Gambit. They're bringing it back slowly and patiently. Great spray from Zeus. Gets himself a triple, in fact, in the round. And Magisk 1 versus 3. It's worth a try if you can pick up the first kill for free.
What a remarkable round from North, actually. Just so much hesitation. They had massive nade advantage going into
some work. Look at the Molotovs they have for Config's position. If he doesn't get the first shot, they're gonna flash him and burn him out of this chicken coop. And he gets the leg shot on Adren. Now the grenade should be raining in. He takes down Doja, and Rubino gets a kill on Adren, and Config to follow up, taking down Zeus. A great round here coming out of the Danish side, and a third kill coming in from Config. He can't get the fourth. Gets tricked by Hobbit, but still the grenades are now raining into his position, and the flank coming in from MSL. So what a round from Config. He was absent for so much of this half, but now he's finally back.
Money for just that. He's at 3,000 now, so he will have that op if it's part of MSL's plan.
Defensive smoke, grenade out on the other side. Zeus only 20 bullets here, can't afford to miss too many. They actually does get the double kill or triple kill. That's very impressive. Not as easy as you may think with only 20 bullets like that, and they're all coming through the smoke. So pretty well played, I would say, for the captain there.
Just a moment's hesitation there, actually, because MSL's throwing himself to the right. The whole point is that the follow-up man behind him it goes to the left. And so Zeus is stuck in a position where he can't sprint, gets punished for it. KEINE holding the angle, and that sets it up beautifully now for North. Are we going to see the rotation coming through here, though? Mo still alive with that AWP, and sure enough, he hits the shot on Rubino.
And he gets out before the Molotov lands. That's also a critical point. But he's going to go down to KEINE eventually. Now in the back of the bomb site, Adren ready and waiting. He's got the M4, but MSL running headshot on him. That's the critical kill that they needed. Hobbit's coming in with a flank, but I'm not sure it's going to be in time. It's going to be very difficult for him to execute this. Helped out by Doja. That shot with the UMP to take down Meg is definitely important. Still a 2-on-3 here. Bomb ticking away Hobbit. We've seen him do this before, but now is really the time to step it up before North start to gain any kind of momentum. He's trying for the clip there, but he's going to get bested by Config, and KEINE will find a third kill of the round for himself without anyone doing any damage to him at all in that round. That will be 7-12. That's very important. I think North, almost this game hinged on them winning this round.
Yeah, I agree, because if they allow Gambit to get up to 13, right, everything was set up for Gambit to run away with this first map. In the second act, crouching in the corner, that's Hobbit down, but Mo still holding the angle with the op, and he's going to trade for MSL.
He even tagged up Rubino behind him. Mo with a second shot coming in, and Zeus and Doja helping out. It looked so good for just a second, and now, I mean, if they had got in, Config would have been here with the flank. You see the plan that was going to happen, and now obviously cannot happen. And Mo, third kill of the round here for him. 15-8, it is map and match point for Gambit Gaming. It would require 7 rounds straight in a row here for North to bring it into overtime. Not impossible, but off to a great start. SHOX trying to see if he can bring it back. He's in the corner. He gets 2 headshots, taking down Disco Dublin and Crims both. That's such a great way to stay in the round. And Scream gonna walk right into the middle. Now it's all on SHOX with 8 health left.
Oh man, that's painful. Scream. All you needed to do was stay alive at that point. SHOXy's on 8 HP. There's nothing he can do. I mean, it's just going to come down to blinding headshots from him. That's the only thing that you can really count on as he rotates through CT towards that B site. He's obviously read it. They've rotated over towards the B site as well, Fnatic, and they're getting that bomb plant down. Spots Olofmeister in B halls, and he knows there's a man on the site. He's looking for that kill first, but Twist barely bouncing out. This is unreal. 1 headshot! No way. SHOXy, he could do it! The 1v1 clutch. He's looking for one more shot. 5 bullets left in the magazine. And Twist, he's trembling. SHOXy will get it, the kill! Unreal! Quad kill. 8 HP clutch from SHOXy to start things off on this map. There you go.
That's how you know it's a major tournament, ladies and gentlemen.
It's unbelievable how his individual play hasn't really dropped off either. He's taken over the endgame leading role for G2 for months now. And yet, he's still capable of the most dynamic, ruthless play you'll see in CS. There's another guy, however, who's capable of that, and that's Olofmeister. What was that peak coming in from G2? SHOXy's going to go ahead and like actually trade the kill, but that was the most hesitant peek into B halls ever from G2.
And what is this? How did Body and Crims not hear each other? Suddenly it's a 2-on-3 again, but yes, not only was it hesitant, they all lined up. They just walked right in front of Olof. So back in their favor. What an explosive start.
Anders, let's start, you want to have a little bit of a side bet going here? How many Force Spy wins do we see in this map? Because both of these teams, I mean, at one period in time, Fnatic, they were legendary. Olaf Meister with the Tech 9 was unbeatable monster, just running through fully bought teams with a pistol.
Was it the major where he ended up having more kills with the Tech 9 with the AK?
Yeah.
That actually happened at one point, so yeah. I think that's worth taking a note of, Dooch.
Yeah, it's where that Molotov goes. That's going to be key. Again, make good use of that incendiary. And it's probably going to be behind quad boxes. It's the likely spot. Yep, Crims watches it sail past. Completely useless because he's holding on the site. And he's got Olafmeister holding point towards CT as well. There's the shot from Smith. Perfectly done. Takes the fight with Crims, but that's the info necessary for RPK. RPK just a little bit too late, though. A little bit too slow. Not able to close the gap, and Crims will clutch it. 1v2 for Fnatic. And a key victory there for Fnatic. Puts them up onto 3 rounds and makes sure that G2, they're in a tight zone. And it's going to be up to Shoxy now to check this angle. He does. There's the first shot. Nicely done there by Shoxy. That's going to open it up. Crims and Twist, last 2 alive here for Fnatic. Holding on to the site. And Crims again delivering more and more headshots. Twist going for the tap, but Crims is still alive. All he has to do is play for time. There is no kid. Mid-air shot. Obliterate Shoxy. And then the finish. Crims is a beautiful beast. What is that? 14 kills at the end for him. This is almost like a glimmer of the OG Crims. The old monster Crims.
It's him and Olafmeister. It's the duo they used to, but he does get the kill. Disco Droplin's down though, and RPK following up on Dennis. Now things are looking worse for Fnatic. They gotta win this round. They have to win this round. Olafmeister doing his best, dropping the bomb as well, and now falling back to the next corner. RPK with only 20 health. He goes for the fight and wins it, and he gets the long-range headshot, taking down Twist for the triple kill. The tag is back, and he's at 18 kills right behind SHOX here. That's going to bring G2 into the lead 11-10.
What was that? He was down to nothing. He had no HP left. Gets tagged. Back in August, he joined the roster. And so, I mean, he wanted to have a bit of a talk, but it doesn't matter if SHOX is going to bulldoze Olafmeister. Dennis gets the drop, but then Scream is there to trade. Good spacing here from G2 with this rush onto the A site. And Crims not going to make the difference. And he, I think, was a linchpin where maybe it could have turned around. Instead, it's just Scream getting headshot after headshot.
Oh, nice shot from Twist here. Still a 1v2. There is body armor on Twist, which is actually pretty important in this 1v2. I say go for it. You've got the deagle. Now is the time to come up with something big. If you can win this round, then Fnatic actually, I think even mentally, can get back.
It's going to be such a big liability. I think that, in fact, SK are going to be feeling better and stronger than, I think most people would assume going into this match. So I have to side with SK.
We're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the 3rd game of the eLeague Major. We are just getting started. It's only day 1, so if you're just joining us, then please invite all your friends and get them watching, because this is going to be interesting. Hellraisers on the CT side and SK on the terrorist side, and they are charging the bomb side. Fur running with the Glock first, but Angel, 2 big headshots coming through, taking down Fur and Fox. And are they going to be able to continue? Stico does go down, but Dead Fox showing up to drop Fall, and this is looking great for Hellraisers early on. They're in a 4-on-2. There's no bomb plant happening yet, and the SK lineup, they're stuck. They're just having battles out in the open in the middle of the bomb site. Angel finding a 3rd pistol headshot in the round. What an incredible way to get started here. That's the captain of the Hellraisers team, and he's wrecking SK at the moment.
Well, it's not over yet, so I'm not going to start quite talking about why I think Hellraisers right now have done that incendiary down. Yep. Gonna deny Angel the defuse for now, and that buys even more time for Fallen to rotate, and they have no kit. And Angel, the Molotov spreads onto him, the flames, they consume him alive, and it's all on Zero now, 1v2. How did this happen?
Taco with a triple kill. You hear the SK team erupt when that happens. Unbelievable. The Molotov, you're right, the last 3 ticks or something, it spreads, stops the bomb from being defused. I mean, it was only getting started, but still, that could have put a lot more pressure on them, and then a triple kill for
money now on SK Gaming. It's going to be so hard for Hellraisers to force them to an eco situation where they can start getting some easier rounds on the board, right? Hellraisers instead going for the half buy in this round. A couple guys going for the Kevlar, Angel going for a scout. Interesting decision. Ooh, there it is. Nicely done, Fox.
Yeah, he got the tag in return, Angel, but doesn't really matter. They had a double grenade set up here at the A-bomb site, but one of them has already been used, and the other one is never going to be thrown by Zero. So Stico and Dead Fox, now just Dead Fox left, trying his best. He's going to get the headshot at least, so Bit of a smile for him. Steals an AK. I don't think he's going to get to keep it through this round. Vincere is coming for him. 7-1. SK looking very much alive at the moment.
Cold is one of those players when it comes to anti-eco rounds where he's just so brutal. Almost used a word that would have got me in trouble. Just a monster. Brutal.
Yeah.
He keeps his cool. He's got perfect spray control, perfect poise.
There was a reason why he was considered.
Indeed, from that connector position, it's never easy when everyone's coming from the same direction or the CT side on this retake situation. And Naf has a great position there of Rush, almost a crossfire situation going on. You can hear the sounds. Naf catches both! Doesn't even need Rush's help. Well then, another round for OpTic, and it's the timing there for Virtus.Pro. Very unfortunate. We saw the distraction coming in from connector on the flank, and that shot through the door into Taz, making him turn around. But almost fadeaway spot shot coming in there from Mixwell. Keeps the dream alive on the defense, but that dream will be shattered here. Just Rush to save it.
No one in position to trade on that kill, but finally Rush goes down, but the CTs keep streaming in. No time to plant a bomb. Oh, SNAX flying through the air, but the trades will go down to the last man, down to Patcher. The way they move through mid, I thought that would go even better for Virtus.Pro. You see the difference in the CT setup from OpTic. They have the rifler closer to the AWP for support, but Stanislaw was smoked off from the underpass area, and I'm not sure if they realized all this.
Step through the grates, through the vent, but he's got a great position, and they know exactly where the CT is coming from. Easy frag onto Tarek. Rush, he's got a 1 versus 4. He's got, at least he's got a Kip James, but he's only got a 5-7, and he's got no friends.
Never say only when it's a 5-7, Dan. That's for sure. Well, he's dead now, Dan. 16-13, Virtus.Pro win their first match of the first major of 2017. Lovely stuff by the Poles.
What a match. I mean, I feel really privileged to start the cast with here. This really cuts off OpTic's options. They have to force through a new opening right now, which is through that window, and back towards A perhaps for OpTic. They're really struggling to get something going. Another trade coming in here. 2 versus 3 now for them as they try to find a bomb site to commit to. It's going to be B, and Pasha is going to be finding the bomb there. Just enough left to try to save things against 3 players. He's got some time and the bomb. This is a workable spot, and he takes down Pasha.
It's made life a lot more easy for himself. Spots one player. Not sure if he spotted both players in that connector area. Still dueling with Bialy, bit more damage done. Not willing to give things up just yet. He's got 12 bullets left, make it 13. Goes for the fake, trying to even out the numbers somewhat. But he can't do it just yet. There's a kit on Bialy, and it's close to the site anyway, so it might not matter. Naf looking for the trade frag, and there he is. SNAX goes down immediately. Knows where Bialy is, and there he goes as well. 2 headshots, and OpTic get off to the start that they needed.
Yeah, lovely performance there from Naf. And I mean, Virtus.Pro played this so well, so patient, as you noted with SNAX, just takes 1 bullet at a time, doesn't really OpTic able to push past that crossfire without losing too much more, but these players are weak. 1 deagle bullet is all that is really required here to take most of them down. Pasha's pushing into position. Can he find something with this? The bomb does go down, looking for the planter. He won't get him. Naf will find Pasha first instead, and now Bialy will be creeping into CZ, and unfortunately for Bialy, can't find any connections there, shut down by Naf. So OpTic's anti-force buy is going to go pretty well, and now it's going to be smooth sailing, in theory at least, as Virtus.Pro won't be able to buy much.
That was
now from multiple positions. This will be tough for OpTic.
They don't have any map control, OpTic Gaming, but they have a few smokes. That's 20 seconds basically being wasted. Maybe that Virtus.Pro can't afford. Force to push through the smoke. SNAX's barrel gives him away. Rush with the free fire. Down he goes. Back down in the meantime. Nice 180 by him. Rush ruining everyone! What a round by him! That was a chance for Virtus.Pro, but Rush destroys Virtus.Pro.
Oh man. Oh no. That was the round that Virtus.Pro should have had in the bag. All these positions absolutely sucked.
Get himself back in. Double P coming in for a T-side, but no frags just yet. Somebody kill someone. He's got no bullets left. Teammates being tagged as well. Flamey heavily tagged. Somebody die, please, in a situation. There's still 10 players on the server, Dan. What is going on? Finally, Spitty gets taken down. Let's see what else the CTs can do. Simple doesn't know where to go now. This is crazy. They were not prepared for this. Next level strats from Mousesports, but the bomb's being defused. Oh! Flame. Just Time Seas has made it. That is...
What is this?
Disgusting. What a retake. That was mental. They got so far before throwing the grenades.
This is kind of 2 kills for him at the moment, but he's up against Dennis now in this 1 versus 1. He's got to play against the bombers very close there. Almost not enough time to plant. 1 second was left. But Dennis managed to do it in the nick of time. And where is Edward? That is now the question that currently haunts Dennis. Spots him though, but no connection. Edward, bricked by the tree, finds the headshot, claims himself his 3rd kill in the round. Nice clutch. Edward, really a very nice round from him, saving Na'Vi. But Mousesports, they did a lot of work there.
Yeah, and I think Dennis was unlucky not to Jerez. He does horrible things with that.
He really, really does. Oh man, surgical precision. Audience position, just chilling there by the top of drop. He's going to spot one, hits the shot, that's Lowell down. Nade sailing there, he's got some good support in Seas. The Seas is going to win his battle as well. Already 2 players down. It's no longer a split because drop zone is well and truly Na'Vi's, but Nico trying to squeeze his way in there, immediately traded, and somehow Chris James Spitty able to even up the numbers here. But Guardian is still causing problems. That's 3 for him now.
Simple's like, can I get the last one, please? Simple and Guardian.
For them to play together as 3.
It's not how you start, Dan. It is how you finish, said someone somewhere. And indeed, Mousesports, they must complete these rounds. Only 2 on the board. They need all the rounds in this early start to the second half. Everybody live at the moment. They've got a range advantage with the USPs as well. No P250s here for Na'Vi. Just two honest Glocks. Gone are the days of the burst fire power. Peppering, but no stake.
It's very scary, isn't it? Because rounds like this is where Simple can just turn on God mode, because the odds for him to win it are so low, but that somehow spurs him on to the next level. 1 versus 4 now, and it looks a little bit too difficult. He just can't quite get the instant frags that he needs with the Glock. Just as you said, the ranges, they were played out perfectly. Mousesports, they limit
to pincer these places, squeeze them, to sandwich them with the rotation coming in, so Na'Vi needs to be very careful. There's slight opportunity, but opportunity nonetheless here for the Mousesports side, and it gets a bit better. Lowell's getting a bit greedy there, and that's going to cost him. Spitty with a nice angle, but he can't help his teammates. Opportunities are being lost. They had the bomb, they've lost the bomb, and now Spitty is alone with the P250. He won't last long. Match point Na'Vi.
Yeah, looks like they are about to close it down. They have so many opportunities to do it in. I mean, Mousesports going to be up against 12 men.
But eLeague is doing it again. The timing, working with the SMG, finds 2 headshots there. Somehow finding kills and getting Liquid back into this round. And it's going to be 6 replying though, and now it's up to JDM.
That becomes a problem because the call was to push into B to get information. Hiko goes with JDM. eLeague gets the kills. They don't need to overextend at that point, but they get caught out. One of them goes down, Hiko falls. And it falls to a 2 versus 2 with a very split defense. MBK is going to wait because Apex now has highway control. He can try and take out Pip. Spots him in turn, but MBK gets the information, and now JDM's well removed. No kit. AWP on what is about to be a retake. If Bomb can get there in time.
No.
Scope timing just off. He had the shot.
Yeah, well, obviously no way of knowing he's going to be coming at that point, but just scopes out at the wrong time there. He nails that shot. He had a real chance of winning this round, but without the kit, it's looking unlikely. At this point, do you want to save the orb? Might as well go for it. Pistol out. And good timing there. Good communication from EnVyUs to win the round there. eLeague once again now with that MP9. What a play this was. The timing just perfect. Just as they're about to boost as well, they have no idea what's going on, and KEINE just let it all passing it for the no-scope. Why we saw EnVyUs with the run boost and the pistol round on their B attack from the first half. You do that run boost because when you go in the corner, you're actually trying to take off the aim of this first CT. You're having someone jump around at such a crazy angle. They can't just sit there picking off heads here. KEINE from the headshot angle, looking very confident indeed there, I have to say. Didn't look too challenged, and with the silent USP, it's mowing down the terrorists as they come in. It comes down to that.
Well, there's no need to just
exactly yet. Right. So these are the really interesting rounds. You have this sort of lead. This is definitely like a bonus round. At this point, you've got 2 SMGs left over. You've got Orpa, who can certainly buy an AWP if he wants to, but I think at this point you want to just try and crush the economy and send a message out to your opposition. It's with the lead as well, you can justify keeping these SMGs. So KEINE on the MP7, happy with the UMP, and we'll see. This is the sort of round that should be redundant at this stage. You can see it's going to be Tech 9s, PD50s. They'll probably keep all 5 players alive, and that's when we'll see whether that bonus round really will come out. Towards a Liquid will go. They have he might be waiting for them, but happy. It looks like he wants to push here. Flashbang comes in, good damage, but eLeague takes it.
Good shot from eLeague. Better position from MBK though as they try and get out the doorway, and this is his spot. It is literally called NBK for teams callouts for this reason, because he gets into this fence, he knows exactly how to peek it, he knows the angles to perfection. 2 kills already. Now that flash changes things, but still through the flash he manages to pick up Nitro, and Hiko jumps through and greeted with the same fate. 4 kills from his position.
Yeah, it's quite rare to have a position on the map that's such an important position named after a specific player. We had it in other games.
Adjust accordingly, take him down. eLeague follows it up. It's just down to a 2 versus 2, and one of those 2 players, it's Sixer still with the 9 HP. Thankfully, Apex steps up to find 2 of his own, but he's on 40. It's just eLeague. Bomb down inside of the site. It's to his left. He's got to grab that, get in position, and they can wait this out. They can play it correctly, but he finds the headshot position toward Apex. Peek back in, Sixers low, and that's going to cost them. That's from the beginning of the round to the end. That was their detriment.
And these were 4 frags overall. Lovely work from him. It was a back and forth round for sure. And here's the replays there. Like you said, Kenny S with a couple of...
Happy already pushing forward to try and find them. Gets them both in his sights. Manages only one. JDM looking in that correct direction, but it's a 1 versus 4 AWP. Push out. Good shot, JDM. Looks for another. He's got this down to a 1 versus 2. Overcommitment and perhaps a little bit zealous to try and early end this. And another as Kenny gets taken down to the box. What is that from JDM? The ace clutch and we stay alive. That is incredible and a massive misplay from Envy.
Horrible from them. Blunder. Blunder City. This is a major. You need to be having your head on at all points. There's 1 round where you can find a couple of frags could redeem failures in the past.
Quick Molotov to box this time. No one overlooking it this late in the game. Nitro, we said it. He's got to find those entries. Does damage, but that's all he gets. And they've still got posted up positions. It is eLeague who follows in the footsteps as always and finds the kills. Make it 2. Good play from him. Looking for the 3rd, and eLeague is always stepping up. We might have 15-14. Not done yet. Kenny's still got an AWP. And Sixers still in the play, but there's only 1 kit between them. And Kenny with flames in front is going to get pushed back. They're already saving. This is going to go down to the 30th round. Commit backs away instead. 35 seconds, though. He's still got to get toward this A site.
Yeah, he's definitely made this a real chance to actually pull this in EnVyUs' favor. Now JDM needs to decide. Does he go for the plant? Has Sixer readjusted his position? Plant comes in, trying to get it in the open here.
That cost him.
Yeah, that's good.
That 2 seconds of time where he get caught up, let Sixer that much closer, and JDM's not ready for it. Good clutch back. 1 versus 3, Sixer picks it up.
That's actually really, really nice play from Sixer. You could see how aware he was as to what was going on there. It was actually perfectly played.